it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. I'm sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio King.
We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
We go, set.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the others, you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Darnold from the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And it's a touchdown for the Jets. A big play there. Taking it in. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. For Peyton Barber. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Ready? Move ready.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now a second down throw for Winston. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and that'll make it third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Pulled in at the 24. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now Bell, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. They're going to go. It's Darnold. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Letting one go deep for Enunwa. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Quincy Enunwa, 44 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. Now the try here for the point after. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Winston, and this one caught by Cameron Braid. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 22 yards there, a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Here's Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half. And he's going to go down again. C.J. Mosley able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Winston. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
You got three, three down. 45, Mike, 45.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, Charles, if you think so far the early part of the preseason, who has stood out? If you take a peek back at the draft, the first round, it was pretty defensively minded, but there were 3 quarterbacks taken. Kyler Murray first, Daniel Jones 6th, Dwayne Haskins 15th. Of those guys, they've looked pretty good.
I agree with you, Brandon. When you talk about those 3 quarterbacks, and you're right, the rest of the draft, we're talking about big linemen, right? We're talking about defensive players, not a lot of skilled players in the first.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Carl Nassib came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
45's the mic.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Ready? 45, Mike, 45. Hey, exit.
Now they are going for it. Darnold, he finds his target. It's Crowder. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. That's complete as he goes right back to Crowder. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Darnold complete to Crowder. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Quincy Enunwa couldn't reel that one in, and now it's 2nd down.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. And here we go on 4th. Darnold. That's going to be caught by Crowder. It's a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder there to make the grab. And the Jets will extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Throwing, Winston. Evans has it left side. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This will be caught inside the 10. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Winston. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Ryan Poole that time there to get a hand on it. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. On 2nd and goal, Winston flushed out right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now this throw caught left side, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Winston. Flush to his right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
To throw again on 2nd down, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
They're indeed going. It's Winston. It's hauled in by Ellington. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Winston now 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Barber on 1st first and 10. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Jordan Jenkins there on the tackle. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston escaping the pressure right. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Winston. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the running game with Barber. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brandon Copeland able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now Winston on 4th down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Brandon Copeland. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Darnold. A screen to Bell. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Out right here to Herndon. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Second and 6.
Play action. It's Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. Throw complete to Herndon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
How many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Bravo.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Darnold now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Check 61, matchbox lights.
Off of play action, Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Carl Nassib picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After the sack on 1st down, Darnold. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got him bracketed out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough.
He's got Herndon, his tight end. And a loose football, and the Buccaneers have it.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
Running is Barber, and he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Jameis now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Evans. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Ready? Blue 80. 57 to Mike. Hey, get in the weight room.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Flushed out right. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Ready? Black 22. Green 17. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go.
Looking to throw again on second down. Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, Winston. Flush to his right. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Winston. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
To try again after the sack. Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something.
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. After the interception, here's Darnold. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Tighten up, tighten up. Tight 3. 218, chop it.
Faking the give, Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual
it.
guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. The scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long from MetLife Stadium.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know when Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady.
We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Houston Texans. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Greystone, travel. Red 80.
Darnold on first down. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. The 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. 64 yards, and they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now Watson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll run it with Bell, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. DeAndre Carter's deep for the Texans. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them...
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Watson with a give to Miller. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down now, it's Miller, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. He's still on his feet. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, 27 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. These two teams all tied after one. Texans football to start quarter 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked so
something
well.
else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
To throw is Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Here's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Bell. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Caught here by Bell. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Bolin, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robinson, all part of the class.
Fantastic class. When you talk about guys who played at a top level, obviously they're Hall of Famers. But what I found interesting about it is you've got a great pass catcher, the best pass-catching tight end in history, and Tony Gonzalez. How would he like to work against this secondary? Champ Bailey and Ty Law at corner, Ed Reed and Johnny Robinson at safety. Good luck trying to get open against those four. What a matchup that would have been, but it was a terrific night for those gentlemen. Congratulations. And, of course, Ed Reed's bust will go down in history because they got the hair exactly right, and Ed had a ball up there in his Hall of Fame speech.
And remember, next year they're going to celebrate the centennial year of the NFL with a special class of 20. So get ready for those speeches.
I wonder if they'll do it like Johnny Robinson this year, who actually submitted a video instead of going up to the podium. And his speech was about 5 minutes long, which is probably about the right length.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. From the gun, here's Watson, eluding the pressure right. He may try it. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done, so I think going for it there was the right call.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now a man open down the middle of the field and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Darnold now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And he comes back with one complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. On first down, Bell down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Second and 4 at the 6-yard line.
On second down and 4, Darnold flushed out right. Touchdown, New York Jets.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Chris Herndon, 37 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, they almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about
trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime?
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And he'll get this up to about the 40. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with a tackle. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Back to throw, Watson. Flush to his right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the third sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
I can't believe they even let you play.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jets are going to get the football back.
Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fantasy draft coming up, Charles. Who would be your top 3 picks? I know that you're a noted fantasy football expert, so who would you take?
Well, you've got to start with guys who are going to touch the football and put it in the end zone, right? You got to score points. How about Saquon Barkley with the Giants? You know he's going to run it. He's going to catch it. When they get desperate, they may actually have him return it as well. Alvin Kamara is an absolute matchup nightmare for everyone. And Christian McCaffrey, did he ever come off the field last year? And, you know, this guy, he's a threat to be a 1,000-yard runner and a 1,000-yard receiver, as is Kamara. So this is going to be fun to watch. I can't wait to see those guys do their thing, but there are plenty of other guys out there, too. If Zeke comes along, you got to take him. Melvin Gordon, if they both come to camp, we'll see how that works out. How about Todd Gurley and his health? Because, boy, when he touches the ball, great things usually happen.
And then wondering, someone like Le'Veon Bell took the year off, now a new offense. But if he starts going like he used to, he's obviously going to be a good one.
Fresh legs is what you're counting on with Le'Veon Bell and a fresh start in New York with the Jets. And if you're looking for an exciting rookie, remember this. Kyler Murray's going to get the ball from the first snap, and they're going to leave him in there throughout. And as long as he stays healthy, he's going to pitch it around the park a bunch. Don't be surprised if he gets a little love, too.
From the 25 on second down, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
On first down, Watson buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing again on second down. Watson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll run it with Johnson. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Check 4, check 4. Alert. Check. Come on. Match box. Right.
They'll run it with Johnson. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Number 53.
Here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught. Hop Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass as his guys are back within a single score. So he scrambled right but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Back to throw, Darnold. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing on 2nd down, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Watson. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Watson on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll run it again with Miller. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll buy some time right. This is Johnson. He's got it. And down inside the 15 he goes. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Miller. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run it. This is Ferguson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now Watson going to sneak it. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson in the final minute as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call.
He's got a man, complete. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Darnold now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Darnold throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bell. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Darnold now to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bell. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down, maybe later on
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now it's Watson. Flush to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Watson now to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Watson going deep for Hopkins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. started all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. They'll go again with Bell, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
They'll give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.
Acting like they know me.